So, a few things have happened since I last saw you. Firstly, coronavirus got a lot bigger than I think me personally and probably most of the world were anticipating. Been stuck inside now for about, 6, 7 weeks? Something like that? I have no idea. Obviously, you're allowed to go outside and exercise, you can go to the shops when you need to, and you can interact with people, but it needs to be very, minimal. You shouldn't do it unless you really need to. For me, however, being diabetic, that means that I'm vulnerable and more likely to have a more severe reaction. I can go out for my exercise, but other than that, I can't really leave the house. I drive my brother to the shops. That's about it, really. I can't interact with people, I can't be within proximity of them, because there is that risk of me catching it, and I have to, take it slightly more seriously than the rest of the world. I haven't really shaved since being in quarantine, so this is the longest my facial hair has ever been, which is kind of cool, but also it's getting kind of itchy, but I'm too stubborn to shave it because I want to see how long I can get it. In other news, my final episode of In for a Penny aired on ITV. So I worked on 3 out of the 7 episodes of the show, which was absolutely amazing. I have an IMDb page now, which is insane. I've been looking at that website for as long as I can remember because I've been obsessed with films and TV shows and who plays what character and what kind of production companies have done what. And now I have a page on there, which is kind of cool. I have one show credit, obviously, because it's the first show I've worked on which is actually aired on TV, so that's fun. But yeah, so that's a thing. I really wanted to talk about the show for a long time. In the most recent episode, which was filmed in Liverpool, which was the first one that we filmed out of the 7, it was the first episode that was filmed. In that episode, there was a game which was being tested, which was essentially you were in Poundland, you had to try and, remember X amount of items, and then you'd win those items. And it was a quirky little game. It didn't make it into the final show, unfortunately, but I would have appeared on TV. If it had been on, in the show, I would have been on screen, which would have been really cool. I would, however, have been wearing that. Yeah. Thing is, I've been waiting for a year to talk about this, and I have no idea what I want to say about it because it wasn't even shown, so yeah, it's not like I can say, oh yeah, at this moment I was doing this and at this moment I was doing that, because you're never going to see it. Besides the pictures I've shared on my Instagram and social media and stuff, you're not going to be able to see any of the content. So I can't really say anything more, to be honest. In other news, I've been sort of teaching myself visual effects. It's one of those things I've always really wanted to be able to do it, because I think it'd be really cool to just sort of do that and something comes out my hand, but I've never really known how to do it. I've had access to softwares and stuff, but I've just never had the sort of drive to want to learn it. That all changed, however, when I was really, really bored, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go. Sure. And that led to this.
If we cross swords,
I won't be able to stop.
Someone has probably written a fan fiction where lightsabers are in The Witcher, so there you go. You can have your reality there. You can tell it's not the best. Like I say, this is literally the first thing I've done apart from me standing here waving around a lightsaber. So I think it's pretty good. The fact it's 2 lightsabers interacting with each other, I think it's pretty impressive. But then again, I can also look at it and go, that's really bad, that's really bad, that's really bad. You can see it jump there, you can see that doesn't really line up. So yeah, it's very much hit and miss. But I'm learning. Yeah, who knows? Maybe at some point in the future I'll be able to do an actual like short film which incorporates visual effects, because that could be kind of fun. At the minute, I'm limited to lightsabers, and that's that. But you know, maybe at some point in the future I could do a lightsaber fight, or guy messing around with a lightsaber. The possibilities are endless. But in all seriousness though, I do really want to, you know, expand my knowledge and actually improve on visual effects, because the clip I showed before took about 2 hours to do across a couple of days. Took about 2 hours all in all. And it turned out alright. However, it is only like a 10-second clip. So, you know, a longer, say, short film would probably take a little bit longer than that. So, yeah, no. I don't really know what else to talk about. I was just more doing this for the fact of I haven't done one since being in quarantine, and I wanted to talk about In for a Penny, and I just wanted to show you what I've been up to, which is just visual effects and playing computer games. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this random babble of a video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because to be honest, I really do miss making videos. Like, I do want to upload more content, and to be honest, if I'm messing around with visual effects, then you might see some cool little things. But until then, thank you for watching. I will see you whenever, and goodbye.